Okay, take two. I'm gonna run through this again. I forgot I had an alarm set so that I can get out of the house on time for my consult with the other doodle that's coming to stay tomorrow. Yes, good boy. So real quick, we're asking for his attention. Hi, Bear. Good job. He's already giving me his attention. He's gonna get a click for that if we were working on that individually. And then the next step we were talking about in the previous video was asking for a sit. After you have his attention, ask for sit one time, click when he's got his furry little tail on the floor, and reward, and then you're going to release. I didn't release you. So I didn't release him from that sit, so I am going to lure him back into it, but he doesn't get the treat. Oh, gotta swallow those on. Come on. Ooh, super lazy puppy today. So we're going to lure for it. Not asking him this time. Okay, free. And just releasing. So he doesn't get another mark and a treat for that. Good job. So what I was talking about at the end of that last video before I was rudely interrupted by my alarm is luring for the down and taking that treat to his nose and showing him to the floor and then rolling him over on his hip. He doesn't seem to have a favorite hip like we do. When we cross our legs, we go one knee over the other more often than not. Good job. He does not know what I'm talking to. And that's what we're doing with him here is we're just showing him with the treat instead of physically molding him. We're showing him with the treat. Hey, yes, that's exactly what I want. Okay, so we're going to do it again. Hi, buddy, come here. Just like with the crate training that I showed you earlier, we could start asking him for a down now, as long as you only say it once, so that we can start associating it with the behavior, but you don't want to repeat yourself. That's really, really critical because dogs pick up on patterns really well, okay? And we don't want him thinking that it's really down, 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 down before he finally lays down. Or lay down. I did forget to ask you guys if we were using the word off to mean get off of something or if we're using the word down. So I will ask that later. Good job. So I've stood up. We're adding some serious duration here. Very good. He got up a little bit, but he settled back down. Good boy, free. I say good puppy. Yes, you want one more time. And then the next step to this, I'm going to wait for him to put his tail on the floor because we're not asking. We're working on down. Don't have a treat in my hand this time. So this is the first time that he's seeing our hand signal here without the treat in my hand. Give him a second to think about it. I'm not going to repeat myself. And the treats are behind my back right now, right? Because we're going to start breaking the idea that he's not looking for the treats, he's looking for my hand and watching my body language. I want him over on his hip. Yes, very good. I'm going to mark and then reward from the other hand. And then I'm going to release. Free. What do you think? Good job. One more time. I'm not going to verbally ask for the tail on the ground behavior, just visually. I'm giving body language signals right now because he's very used to following my hand at this point. We've been practicing luring for this behavior since yesterday night when I picked you guys up. All these extra words. Now, if his tail comes off the floor, all you have to do is stand right back up. Hi, buddy. You can give the hand signal for the tail on the floor behavior. I don't want to say the word. My face is really close to him, so I'm expecting him to get up close and personal here. Oh, we're working on it. Yes, very good. When he finally gets into the final position, and that is the final position right there, with him rocked over on his hip, that's when you're going to click and reward. Good boy, free. Toss that treat to get him out. You want to make sure to associate to really build up the reliability of that release cue. You want to make it happen every time before they get out of that position. Sometimes you're not going to catch your dog when they get up out of that position, and that's okay. It's not a big deal. But we don't want to make a habit out of it, okay? Because I want my dogs to have an implied stay. What that means, if I tell my dog, hey, Bear, down. I know, it's still so new. And I switched hands, so I just changed hand signals on him, right? Because your hands look different from his perspective, right? This is the hand that I normally use with the clicker with it, with no treats, and I just gave it with my left hand. So that was throwing him a little bit of a curveball. Good boy. But I don't want him to get up until I tell him the word free. Oh my goodness, you're not chewing these pebbles up, buddy. We gotta work on that. Good job. All right, so we've gone over grabbing his attention with saying his name. Hey, bear. So I've said his name once. Now what I can do is make kissy noises. Hi, or whistle. Yes, good job. And Mark, as soon as he looks in my direction, I don't care if he comes to me at this point because I just want him to look at me, okay? We are doing this a lot with hand feeding. This is going to be a component to building a reliable recall. So I want him... You gotta go in the camera. I want him to be so reliable with his name recognition that he hears me while he's playing with other dogs and he looks my way. Hey buddy, we're gonna try this kennel one more time. Hi, you go in. Yes, very good. He's a rock star, guys. We're gonna fly through this pretty quick. I almost have to pace myself more than I have to pace him. So I'm gonna dump the rest of those in there because that is the end of our session. You did good. Proud of him.